And when you make an allegation, say he was trafficking me or trafficking other people, and then we look back at all the evidence and stuff, it seemed like you were complicit with all these actions and you were even setting up stuff with him. So if you doing stuff with somebody who may not be a good person, it's hard for people on the outside to think you're innocent.
Don't every villain has him a woman, Brandon, and the woman be
Every
doing everything the villain says.
yeah.
This ain't nothing but she was in love with the power of money, fame, stardom.
Mm,
But the downsides, you didn't like all the downsides, all right?
yeah.
You maybe like 10 strokes, and he did 11. Should we? This is what we're talking about, people.
Yeah.
This is the case. Now, if the case was you like 4 strokes and he did 25, that's a different case. Yeah, lock him up behind the
Right.
bar.
And another case that we were talking about earlier in our show Life, the Tory Lanez and Meg thing, people were kind of against our point on that because we were thinking Tory may be innocent and Tory may
Okay.
not.
No, I was reading transcripts from the jury. So I
Okay.
wasn't I was reading then saying, hey, if this person put their hand on the Bible, they don't have no party. This man didn't know what hip hop was. He didn't have no dealings. He flipped out. I see Jungle Book, Baboon.
Not Jungle Book.
That's what I see.
Uh,
I just recognize male and female and
yeah.
big part. And they didn't believe none of what he said. And
No.
I read it. I believe this story.
Yeah.
I believe this story. I believe he was high too. He was out
Yeah.
there smoking on something. Yeah. Start talking about moons and crescents and other stuff.
Yeah.
But
But
he can't miss a baboon. Uh, especially alone with all what female baboon. Shit. Call it a stallion.
yeah. But it's just another lesson. Like you got to be careful with the company you keep. If you with good people doing good things, you probably not gonna be in certain situations. But if you wilding out doing dangerous stuff with people who doing shady stuff, so anything could happen, and you could be in jail wrongfully or for the right reasons. Just
There
be
you go.
smart.
Yeah, this thing, he thought he was Jerome. He ain't Jerome. Went to the party
Thought he
with
was
the
a
girl
player
he had sex with, and the girl you did have sex with was at the party,
at the
and you
same
both
time.
go,
Yeah.
and you going there on your free will.
Right.
And how tall are you? Man, you 5'2". All right.
That's
No,
right.
man, the style of 6'2". She
Yeah.
ain't listening to you. That's why you had to put one out. Get the big help. Shit. That's what happened.
But then she say he pointed the gun at her and said, told her to dance, and he started shooting at her.
Man, all day long. That goddamn. This is the Western Tory Lanez. They never watched the Western. I know he's from Canada. But he watched
You don't know about that.
but not no Westerns. Yeah. You don't know nothing about that.
Yeah.
Dance, bitch. All the things they got there is VSS. You can catch that old now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And back to the Cassie thing, because I like to talk to my wife about certain things that happen in the media, just to feel, not to try to lead her a certain way, but just to feel how she feels about it. So I was like, what do you think about the case? She was just like, it just seems like in the beginning, Cassie was like a victim, but now it just seems more when you listen to the stuff, she was a part of it. She was participating. I don't know, it's like I say, they want to try to act like we are bashing a woman, but that's not necessarily what we're doing. We're just looking at the case and going through the facts and trying to make I don't know, just we don't hate women. And like I said, I think that's what it boils down to a lot of times. I'm asking my wife just to see how she feels, because I think, like you say, sometimes stuff on Facebook, it's a mob and they pushing a certain agenda or whatever. But I just want to check with my wife and just make sure we're on the same page. I like to do the same thing with you just to see where you are. I'm like, okay, like-minded people think the same way. So
Put women on a higher scale that women put their own self. I think they are a higher capable species. They could do quite a lot. They are very
yeah,
variable. And I think many play on, I'm a dumb blonde. I don't know what to do. Oh, I'm a woman. I'm always innocent.
yeah,
Many play on that, and that makes them that it keeps. Okay, we do need that in life. We need that chaos
But I get what
because
you're saying. Like, we can play into the stereotypes we see and try to get away with certain things and escape accountability. But no, sometimes you gotta accept what's going on, grow from certain things, and be like, you know what? I need to change some things about myself to be a better person, whether it's man or woman. I think we all need to do that.
I just thought about this, Brandon. We need that chaos in women overall.
Okay,
And to
why you say
keep
that?
guys on our toes.
Yeah, that's good.
If you had women being truly productive with man,
Uh
there'd be nuclear bombs dropping all over the damn place. We'd be too we'd
yeah.
be too damn competitive.
I think a good balance is
Yeah.
good. And the same with us. I don't know. Do you think men should keep women on their toes a little bit? Or I think both look at now my camera want to go out. I think both.
Why you
Mhm.
worry about why you worry about a woman all like that, Brandon? Dog. Keep the girl you met at Chick-fil-A on her toes.
Not necessarily that, but somebody that's a partner that you're trying to build with.
No, we don't do no partners. I'm tired of that. I don't want no partner. All right. I hope
uh,
Brandon don't have a partner. I hope Brandon have a wife.
I do have a wife. We live in a world where
No, I
the
don't want no partner.
but I get what you're saying that because I like that. But to bring everybody in, I use that term. I use those inclusive terms.
I
But
say
yeah,
teammate. How about teammate?
yeah, teammate is a good one. But a wife is strong, and when you say that, it does hold weight.
Yeah, it does hold weight if you weren't doing what you're supposed to do. And
Right.
man do what he's supposed to do. The partner, you sign that contract, Jack. And also it's a clause in that contract, but you just don't know what the clause is because it's in her pocket. The
Right.
clause means she in her pocket says if he run out of money,
Mm.
you got 3 months.
And I'm glad you brought that up because
Huh?
I downloaded a clip
Take that
to
light off
play.
your camera.
Child, all you gotta
Hold
do
on.
is accept the fact that I want a divorce, and that's it. I don't
I
want
don't
to
give a fuck. Your divorce. I'm not mad about that. I'm not mad about that. What I'm mad about is the fuck that you're ungrateful. What I'm mad about is the fact that nothing is ever good enough for you. What I'm mad about is the fact that you can't even accept the fact that you got good ass, not none cheating ass.
I don't care about cheating.
Yeah,
I don't. They don't lie with finances.
You want the drama, that's what you want.
No, I don't. How about how you?
Why you got a gay
How
man
about I don't
talking,
want no
Brandon?
Why
Why you got a gay man talking in the background like I'm supposed to be?
I don't want no drama. I want a that's not that's gonna help me
Motherfucker
financially from
talking a
beginning to
mile
the
a
end, not get
minute.
comfortable throughout the time, and then
Articulate. Clear.
You supposed to just turn around in 3 months, man.
And then
Well, he is doing a
I'm
little
trying.
too much.
I'm trying. I can't tell you I'm trying. You're gonna be like, what you mean you trying? You
Talking
get
like
every
him.
day. How the bills ain't paid? What you doing? You trying what?
Every day, if I'm going to work every day and I'm building a business on the side, how is it that I'm not doing How is it that I'm too comfortable? If I'm still doing something for now and I'm still working on something for my future, how is that getting too comfortable?
These are the new
He told
guys.
me-
This is
he
new
told me
generation
I
now.
need to
Brandon.
do stuff on the side, make
Wh-
faster
whether
money,
it's
do
fake or
that,
not,
so
look
I can
at
decide with my
that.
job that I'm doing. But my job pays the bills. I can't go find a side hustle because then I'm gonna burn myself out. So I can't do both. You have more free time than me. The job you work is a come and go. You can pick your hours. I can't do that.
Okay, because that's what you chose. You chose that.
Yeah, because I need something consistent. I don't need something to tell me when I can get on and get off and then all it is. Like you have a cap. I don't have a cap.
But what I was gonna say, let me take this out. How do I get this off here?
Brandon, if you don't quit using these damn
But listen, because we know everything is content and people just doing stuff just to do it. A marriage is supposed to be partnership. It's rich or poor, sickness and health, all that kind of stuff. And whether we see people nowadays, they want to record and do these kind of things to go viral, but it's still. But go ahead, what you want to
a
say?
marriage is a covenant, Brandon. Take that partnership out of
It's
your
still
mouth.
what we're talking.
Covenant.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, it's a covenant.
Covenant.
But you know the Bible better than I do, and you know the
No,
words,
you know
the
what
right
covenant
words.
means.
I do, but I'm saying you know the right words to use in the. But you're right. But go ahead.
Yeah. I told you
It-
got the cause. I can divorce you when I want to. And any fault, and it happens.
Yeah,
We didn't grow together.
yeah.
Took in that stepchild. He was fighting on the bus. I had to go down there.
Uh-huh.
The baby daddy didn't pay nothing for 8 years. I leave. He come in and smack them skins into the next week. That's what you gotta do. Huh?
Yeah, yeah,
That's what you gotta deal with, Bernie.
yeah.
Let me see
But
my
when,
kids, baby. Let me see my kids. The
uh,
kid 13 years old don't even like them.
yeah.
But
Is that
that
a sad
rebound.
reality? Is that a sad reality?
It is what it is. Some people may you get the deck of cards is 52. Everybody can't be a king or an ace. Somebody gonna get a 4 and be getting cut all the time. Huh? That's what it
You're right.
is.
Yeah, you're right.
And corner with situations. In the relationship situation, I'm pushing a strong 3. All right. I get cut all the damn time.
But everybody else thinks they're up here. Everybody else, like you say, they think they're kings and queens.
No, now watch this, Brandon. In employment situation, keeping a job, I'm I'm a damn queen, Jack. I'm the queen. You know, but in this other field in life, I'm low. So everybody got the high points. Brandon, what you high in, what you low in?
Communication.
No, that's high.
Yeah, I'm high in communication and working with my wife, because you don't want me to say partner, but I'm just saying that's a strong suit of mine.
Does she say that, or you just say that?
No, okay, that's a good thing. What would she say I am? Dang, just Lord, dang, that's a good question. Fixing stuff, just being handy, all around handy person. Whether it's I need to build something, I need to figure out a situation, compiling grocery stuff, meals, doing all that kind of stuff.
Checking on that water heater.
Checking on the water heater, which I did the other day. It's bone dry. But I think somebody went up there and poured some water up there. It's been a minute. It's not even been a minute. It's been a couple weeks since I checked.
Check next year now.
Now I want to check it. I feel like, but do you think people really doing that kind of stuff?
No, finish this thing. You can react.
Okay.
This episode is real cluttered up.
But I'm just good at certain things, and like I say, I'm easy to work with. I think in a marriage, that kind of stuff does matter, because you need somebody because you're gonna be together for a long time, and you can have good moments with somebody, but if you don't mesh well, if the chemistry is off, it's gonna be rough. And luckily, we don't have a lot of arguments, and we don't get on each other's nerves. I think we know when to give each other space, when to be around each other. We know how to communicate. Sometimes she'll tell me like, I want this, I need this more. And she don't do it in a way
where she's vocalized that.
Yeah. And that's what I say. She don't do it in a way where it's hurtful, or I don't take it in a bad way either. She'll let me know what she wants, because if you don't tell somebody that and you just go without, you just will be less happier, and start building resentment. So that kind of stuff. Go ahead.
One thing I like about Brandon's wife when I first met her, she was like firm and stricter.
In what way? Because and that's a good thing too. Because I'm not.
Stern. She was stern. Is your wife stern, Brandon?
And she comes off that way to people for sure. To other people.
To get stuff done.
Yeah.
Is she stern on that?
Yeah.
See, Brandon just said he's easy to work with. So Brandon can get, if she ain't disrespectful with it, like somebody.
And it's a difference when people do that. They can say something to you. Where's my camera trying to go off? They can say something to you, and then let me pause before.
All right, here's the difference with guys. We could handle stuff, we could take directions, we could give directions, but it's when the disrespectful stuff comes in, that's when you may have an issue, and guys cannot handle disrespect. See, Brandon's wife, she's smart. I sense that she's stern, but she's not, per Brandon's words, she's not disrespectful. She think about the words.
Yeah.
Brandon easy to give it one way. If it makes sense, okay, let's not close the garage door, turn the car on, and watch the movie inside. If it makes sense, he'll do it. If it don't make sense, Brandon, will you stay in the garage door with the car on and watch the movie?
No.
And he'll reject it. That's a good man. That's how man.
And you have to reject it in the right way too. Same way somebody told you something, you have to reject it in the right way, because you can't reject it in a harsh way or make that person feel stupid or make them feel inferior or whatever. Like it's just a delicate line if you want to keep everybody on the same page, everybody happy. Because do people get sensitive? Because you can be having a bad day and somebody can say something slightly in the wrong way and it can set you off. And that's when people get into arguments and stuff. So
it can happen.
That's it. I ain't gonna do too much more.
Let's not do no more. We'll do this slide later. 1 hour be hard, Brandon.
They had one comment. I don't know what
Now
that
that's
is,
don't even put that on.
yeah, I ain't about to put. I'm like,
Yeah.
look at. I was like, what is that?
So
But
Sunday, let's do a short one on Sunday
okay,
because 1 hour is 30 minutes
Mhm.
takes 1x. 1 hour somehow may take 3 to 4.
I got you. I
It's
got you.
like for
Especially when
some
you're jumping
reason,
around a little bit.
yeah, for some reason, once you go that, it's but
Right.
20 minutes or 25 minutes, that's like
Mhm.
perfect.
Okay, I'm with you.
I could get that. I could get 5 clips or 6 clips in 25 minutes. The other one be hard. It's more.
I'm with you. Thank you guys for watching. Hit subscribe. We'll see you next time. Because most
I
people
ain't
not.
about to go off. I'm about to talk Brandon for 2 minutes.
Yeah,
before
go
we
ahead.
get there and
Y'all
go.
have a
Once you
good
get
one.
off live.
Yeah, I'm about to get off.